Okay, I have a task for you guys. I was going to do this, and then I realized that I think that you guys would actually benefit from this a little bit more than me. So, Adaria noticed, and I noticed, that some of these numbers are off. So, for example, like in the passive or assertive and confrontational things, you see 1s and 3s and 4s and 5s, but they're not the actual numbers. Like, they've basically been recoded within Qualtrics, my worst enemy. So what I'm doing is I'm going through this output that I'll send you of the Qualtrics survey. And if you can see, oh, sorry, I didn't know I would do that. Hold on. Scroll past all that code. If you can see and you're going through this, you'll look and you'll go, okay, very thin 1, thin 2, average 3, heavy 4, very heavy 5. It should be like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, great. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, that's not right. So you would go to this. Well, I don't actually know if the labeling will work out that well. So you might actually just want to use the question, how passive or assertive do you think Jake is? And then you would go over here into how passive or assertive do you think Jake is? I'm looking if it's the same labels. This one might be right. And you want to recode these values. So I already did it on Rhodes colorism, but let's go into prolific colorism. It's all messed up in color at this point. I'll fix it maybe. You would go into these questions. We want to find how passive or assertive do you think Jake is? There it is. Would have been smarter to just control F, but that's fine. And then you're going to go in here and one by one change the questions. So 1 is 1, you don't have to change 1s, but if you see a 3, that's actually a 2. So you can highlight the whole row, control F, find and replace in this specific range. You have to 1,000,000% make sure that the specific range is highlighted. And then you do find 3 and make it a 2, because we know that it's actually supposed to be a 2. And then replace all. Replace 9 instances. Then you want to go to 4, not passive or assertive is 4, and make it a 3. Replace all. 9 instances. Then you want to go to 5, make it a 4, because it's the 4th one. Am I making sense? I really can never tell. And then find 6 and replace with 5. There's probably not any of those. People don't really use that big end of the scale. Oh, they did. Okay. Great. So then that one's done. Then you want to go back to your document and go scroll down some more. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, once again, it's the wrong coding. So you would go to the next column. How non-confrontational or confrontational do you think Jake is? How? Here we go. How non-confrontational or confrontational do you think Jake is? And do the same thing again. On both the prolific one and the Rhodes one, this was an issue also with our data for the symposium, but it would have been an issue, but it wasn't, because we didn't actually use any of these measures for symposium. So it was fine. We have our correct range, prolific, 1 and 1 is fine. Find 3, replace with 2. Find 4, replace with 3. Find 5, replace with 4. And then find 6, replace with 5. Okay, then you would go to Rhodes colorism, do the same thing. How confrontational or non-confrontational. Make sure your thingy is correct. Find 3, replace with 2. Find 4, replace with 3. Find 5, replace with 4. And find 6, replace with 5. And they won't all necessarily be this. Like, let's see if I scroll and I find some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5. Actually, I'm gonna note that I did these in green. This video is becoming very long. I'm so sorry. Gonna note them in green so that we all are on the same page that this is done. Maybe I'll make this into a Google Doc. Scroll through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that one needs to be done, but it might not be these numbers. It could be anything. So just, you know, pay attention really to the numbers that you're finding and replacing. And you should do this before you start doing the long form, because otherwise it's going to be annoying and we're going to have to fix it later. Okay, let me know if you have questions about that. You should do this, like I said, before you do the long form. I'm going to try to put this in a Google Doc and share it with you guys. Also, once you've done that, the templates are done. The templates are AGG templates. Pink, the dark pink and the dark blue. They're here. So, go crazy.